The Black Codes.
CODES.
I believe that was after slavery was abolished, and then he sort of set up laws to basically like keep it going, basically.
Very good, 100% correct. The Black Codes were laws after, so-called after slavery. Esau set up a set of rules, guidelines, and laws. Like, for example, one law was there could be no unemployed black people. You had to work, and the only jobs you were allowed to get was agricultural. Which means you had to go back and do what? Pick cotton. Plantation, you had to go right back to that. So they were very cunning in the way they did that. And if you didn't have a job, they locked you up. And a job, you had to pick cotton. So they were very slick with these Black Codes. Now the Black Codes was from 1800 to about 1866, somewhere around that. But now after the Black Codes, they created something else. Who knows? Isaac.
Jim Crow laws?
Right, the Jim Crow laws. The Jim Crow laws was 1876 to 1965. Can we look up Jim Crow for a second, Bezalel? The name Jim Crow is often used to describe the segregation laws, rules, and customs which arose after Reconstruction ended 1877. That was those Black Codes, and continued until the mid-1960s. How did the name become associated with these Black Codes? It's the same thing. The Black Codes, Jim Crow laws, all touching the same thing, which took away many of the rights which had been granted to blacks through the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. Come listen, all you gals and boys. I'm going to sing a little song. My name is Jim Crow. Wheel about and turn about and do just so. Every time I wheel about, I jump Jim Crow. These words are from the song Jim Crow, as it appeared in a sheet music written by Thomas Dartmouth. Daddy Rice, a struggling actor, he did short solo skits between play scenes at the Parker Theater in New York. Happened upon a black person singing the above song. Some accounts say it was an old black slave who walked with difficulty. No, that's not true. Okay, Rice, a white man, was one of the first performers to wear black face makeup. So Jim Crow, Esau got this song that they heard, got dressed in blackface. You know what blackface is? And that's the establishment when they set up Jim Crow laws. Let me read that. Rice, a white man, he was one of the first performers to wear blackface makeup. His skin was darkened with burnt cork. His Jim Crow song and dance routine was an outstanding success that took him from Louisville to Cincinnati to Pittsburgh to Philadelphia, finally to New York in 1832. He also performed to great acclaim in London, Dublin. By then, Jim Crow was a stock character in a minstrel show, along with counterparts Jim Dandy and Zip Coon. Rice's subsequent blackface characters were Sambos, Coons, and Dandies. White audiences were receptive to the portrayal of blacks as singing, dancing, grinning fools. By 1838, the term Jim Crow was being used as a collective racial epithet for blacks, not as offensive as nigger, but similar to coon or darky. The popularity of minstrel shows clearly aided the spread of Jim Crow as a racial slur. This use of the term only lasted half a century. By the end of the 19th century, the word Jim Crow were less likely to be used to derisively describe blacks. Instead, the phrase Jim Crow was being used to describe laws and customs which oppressed blacks. That's what I'm doing. That's what I want to know. So now, when you read on further, it tells you about how the white man was white, but he portrayed himself as black. The Jim Crow laws did just that. They made it appear like these laws were to benefit us, but in reality, it was meant to keep us in servitude, in slavery. That's what Jim Crow and those Black Codes did. Now here's the scripture. Give me Psalms 94 and 20.
Psalms 94.